Hello guys, welcome back to our podcast,
The Latte and the Latest.
where we drink lattes while we talk about the latest news that's just, been going around. My name is Lachlan and today my latte is in my new red cup from Starbucks.
And mine is in a ceramic cup that Lachlan made.
Alrighty, so today we will be talking about the LGBT community and how they express themselves these days.
Okay, well, I feel like you should tell me, have you ever been through a uncomfortable situation, a position as a gay person?
I feel like all gay people have that, honestly. So, honestly, the first thing that comes to mind from personal experiences, and I feel like this is pretty obvious, locker rooms. Locker rooms are my worst nightmare because in high school, people knew that I was gay, so it kind of I was kind of outcasted in the locker rooms because teenage boy angst, they're always oh, be wary of that gay boy, so that was uncomfortable for all of the parties there, including me. So I feel like that's the first thing that comes to mind, honestly.
I don't know, I've been hearing so many story on social medias of how the LGBTQ communities are going through it and all. I just feel bad, and I love the way how people are expressing it nowadays. Just people used to just talk about it and move on with their day or whatever.
Yeah.
But people are so creative by I don't know, expressing it on social medias, performing it and stuff, and shows, movies, and all that. I love the way that they're trying to connect with the people and make them understand what they're going through and all,
Oh my god, have you seen that one play?
What play?
The Laramie Project.
Oh yeah, the play that's
Yeah.
Okay, wait, is it the play that's who was it again? Matthew, something like that. Anyways, he was a college student, and he expressed that he was gay and all, and then oh yeah, he expressed that he was gay, and it was in that town. What was it called? Laramie, Wyoming, something like that. And then he got murdered. Oh, that's such an old story, but it just gets to you so easily, and it's just I love how the company, the theater company, decided to go to the town itself and wrap up all the interviews. They went to go see every person that witnessed it and went through it, and it's just they all put it together into a play. I just love it, and it's based on a true story.
Yeah, and that created a lot of tension too.
Yeah, the tension between the audience and the actors itself. I agree for sure. It's when you go watch a movie or a play and it's oh, it's created or whatever, unless someone says it's true, it it makes you sit there oh crap, it's serious,
Shit's real.
Yeah, exactly. It's it's serious, it's real. And it's another thing, it's the way they were performing it too. I love how it was one interview after the other. It was this voice to that voice, and it was there wasn't any breaks in between it, which I find it so unique and really interesting, because instead of you giving yourself time of thinking of ooh, this is what's happening here and this is what's happening there, and it's you want to pick a side of the story, okay, that person's right and that person's wrong, it's you have to listen to every word they say, because it's different point of views, it's different side of the story. One can be the sad part, and the other one is the mean one, the suspect itself, and whatever and all. And it's it makes you listen throughout the whole play. You have to be there to understand the actual story. And it's I also love how it's being performed. It makes you feel you're the judge, you
Yeah.
know? Like, you're sitting there, like, you know, when judges, they have to listen to everything they say to make it, like, right and see, like, which one's the right story and
Yeah.
all. It's like, it's literally makes you feel like you are a judge. It makes you feel like you are trying to investigate what's going on. I just, like, I love it, you know?
Yeah, like the whole like structural tension and like how everything was actually performed and like played out. Like that was all like
Yeah, right?
Mhm.
Mm.
But did you watch that one stand-up show?
Oh my god, Kevin Hart, he's so funny.
No, girl.
What?
Nanette.
Annette?
Yeah, so it's like a stand-up show led by Hannah Gatsby. So it started off as like jokish, like full of jokes, and then it kind of shifted into like a more sad reality of like what
Oh
happened
my
to her.
god, yes, was it about like where she was explaining her like experience of like where she was getting like attacked by a man
Yeah.
near a bus stop because he found out she was like what, like a lesbian, like
lesbian.
part of like the LGBTQ
Yeah, exactly.
community, and the fact that like no one helped. Oh my god, I did hear that story. I watched it. It's been a while, but like it wasn't my favorite like
Mhm.
show because it literally said like stand-up comedy show.
Yeah.
And then like she starts it off with like, you know, like, oh, it's gonna be funny. She starts off with jokes and here like that, and it's like when I hear stand-up comedy, I'm ready to laugh. I'm like, you know, I'm ready to be like pissing my pants, you know. And then like it starts off funny, and then out of like nowhere, and I'm telling you, out of nowhere, she starts explaining her like her experience, which I feel like a lot of comedian does that, which is so understandable. But like hers, where it was at the point where I was like, it was getting the audience really uncomfortable because she's there telling us like, oh, this is gonna be funny, this is gonna be a good one, and then she'll say jokes about her like experience, and then like in that experience it's like I don't know if I should be laughing or crying
Yeah.
or clapping or like I don't know, like it just got me like such an uncomfortable like place. And then I don't know, like I feel like it's such a weird show, like I keep saying it, but like I feel like the purpose of this was like she's there explaining her story, but like our laughter or making us laugh is to like cope it.
Mhm.
Like the reason, like the role of laughing or the role of like making jokes is so she can cope her
Cope,
situation.
yeah. Mhm.
You know, and I don't know, like it just feels so like weird, and it's like I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it, but like she'll say jokes about the attack, and it's like the audience, as I or you or whatever,
It's like uncomfortable for us
yeah, exactly.
because it's like
but
you don't know how to react.
it's exactly like she's gonna say a joke, and she does say jokes, but like, is it a joke where it's like it makes you think like, is it appropriate to laugh about?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like that's where I'm just confused, and I'm sure like everyone else can like agree, and that also creates like a huge tension between her as the actor, the performer, and like me
Us,
as
the
like
audience.
as the audience, yeah. You know?
Mhm. Okay, yeah, no, I see. But like, explain why it's important, like how the nonfiction realness is important. Like, why is it important for the audience to know that this is like, oh, it's a true story?
Okay, hear me out. When you watch a movie, right, and it says like based off a true story, like what do you make, like how do you feel?
Well, it feels is real,
Right?
Like,
Exactly. It's like the same thing. I figure like it'd be the same thing for like the performers, like the Laramie Project, when it's like, oh, it's like this is actually like word for word from the interviews.
In 1998, the members of Tectonic Theater Project traveled to Laramie, Wyoming, and conducted interviews with the people of the town. During the next year, we would return to Laramie several times and conduct over 200 interviews. The play you are about to see has been edited from those interviews, as well as from journal entries by members of the company and other found texts. Company member Greg Perrott.
And then for like Gatsby herself, she's like, oh, this actually happens to me, you know? It's like it's giving you proof, you know.
Yeah.
They themselves are telling you, and it's giving you proof. And like the nonfiction like nature itself is like the logical proof is like telling them like what actually happens. Well, that like them telling the feeling, the issue, and all that is like it makes the audience really like, you know, it's like, oh shit, this is serious, you know?
Yeah, it's like a tangible thing for the audience now.
Yeah, exactly. And when it says like, oh, it's true, it's like it makes you like it's telling you the story is like not just like made up and all that, and it's like it makes you trust the writer and stuff like that, and it's like telling like, how am I gonna explain it? Like you feel connected to the play, like as much as like some story can be made up. You're watching a movie, you're watching a play, and it's like, oh, it's like made up or whatever. It's like I can connect, but it's like, you know, it didn't really happen. Well, this one makes you like, oh shoot, like this is like actually what happened on a day-to-day basis, and it just makes you connect. It makes you like feel more like deep into the story itself, you know?
Yeah, because it's like a human connection almost. Because like now you know like, oh, this could happen to me.
Exactly.
Like it's more tangible that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you think they chose to do a performance instead of like just writing a novel or like a book?
Okay, wait, let me think. Well, I have the feeling it's like it's the emotional connection. You know, like if you were to write a story, people are gonna read it and it's like, okay, it's just a book.
Yeah.
You know? You imagine things as here and there, but it's like you kind of just throw it back in the like the drawer, the shelf, and like whatever and all and stuff like that. And like example, Gatsby, right? She tells her like she builds her tension by saying her personal experience and all, and saying like jokes and like, oh, this is gonna make you laugh and stuff like that, and then like again, like you're ready to laugh about it and stuff like that, and then suddenly, like you said, the sudden switch where she just talks about her personal experience, her attack, and then like that just is like, it's like, oh shit, like what do I do now, you know? And it's like that the emotional shock that gives you, like I feel like that's why when she was performing it, it's better off performing it than like just writing it in a bibliography, you know?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Not a bibliography, a blog.
Yeah. It's fine.
I mix up my words so easily. So sorry. But like, yeah, like a blog, you know, where she just talks about herself and just people have to search it up.
Yeah.
It's like, it just makes you, again, makes you feel more connected, more emotionally connected. And it makes you actually have to think. And then for like Laramie itself, right? Like, how do I say this? Like, again, we're going to go back to like how it's performed, and it's like one after the other, but like again, emotionally, it's like it goes from anger to confused to like viewpoints and all that, and then you're like, it forces you to add it up together.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes you think about it, and then you're mad about it, you're sad about it, you're everything. Again, it's like about the emotion. I feel like, again, when performing it, it's their goal is to reach the emotion, to reach the connection, for you to understand.
Yeah.
And like stuff like that. Like I feel like reading and watching is completely different.
Yeah, I think it's more real when you're like watching it. Like I like that it's like you can participate in like a way that like, because you can relate. Like it's a human experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned again, like you judging you being a judge in the Laramie Project, makes you really participate in the play, and it's like, because you are participating, it's like, it doesn't make you like, oh, I'm bored, and you go bathroom or whatever, and you leave.
Yeah.
Like, it makes you stay.
Yeah.
You watch. You want to understand.
Yeah, you're invested.
You're invested in it, and it's just like, yeah, I agree. Like, participating just makes it like a huge difference of like if I were to just tell you like in a book, you know, again.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how do you think this impacted the audience? Like, in a perspective way. Like, how do you think it impacted the audience's perspective?
Okay. I don't know, like, I think their goal was to really, like, try to expand their, like, sociology, like, imagination, you know? Like, they wanted to, like, make a personal, like, perspective, like a personal point of view, telling them would create like a bigger problem. Like, one small problem is considered a bigger thing, you know? Like, it's like they want you to know it's like, yes, it's one small story, but it's part of society. Like, the LGBTQ community itself is a society itself. It's like not just one person is going through it, but multiple, you know? And it's like they want to leave an effect to the audience, as in like when you see the play, it's like you don't want to just leave the play and be like, oh, this is nothing. Like, this is just a play. They definitely wanted you to leave the play or the stand-up show as like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, I need to act up, because the one that actually care are gonna be like, oh shit, like this is what's actually happening to a day-to-day basis. And it's like the performer's goal is definitely to like change your mind and act up.
Yeah.
And like, you know, if you see the situation that's happened or happening, example from the murder and the attack, it's like they want us to act up, you know?
Yeah. It's like their way of saying like to impact us is like to create a realization for the audience.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's like
it's like a moral push for us. Like,
yes,
do it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Like, it makes you feel like you have to do something about it, you know? Like, I have this one class. It's like social issue and ethnic, something like that. And I love it because it's like I've seen, like, I've learned, not seen.
Yeah.
I've learned like different point of views, like ethnicity, sexuality, and stuff like that. And it's like the way she was teaching it and the way she was talking about it, it just changed my whole perspective. Like, yes, we see it every day, but like no one acts up. And now I have the urge to like, I want to act up. I want to like fix it, you know?
Yeah.
But anyways, I think that's it. I think it's
Alrighty.
late. I think we had a lot to say. I think those are great 2 shows we talked about, 2 movies and 2
2 performances.
But anyways, thank you for joining our podcast, and I hope
that
to
wraps
see
it up
you.
for today.
See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.